Fucking Bluetooth. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me now? Fuck, I know. I can't figure out how to make it work. Okay, you can hear me. You can hear me. Okay, I'm sorry. iPhone. So, okay. Okay. Okay, yes, my Bluetooth was on. That's what was going on. All right. So, I'm on day 8 of kicking subs. Today is interesting because I didn't sleep last night at all. Many of you are from California, but you can buy weed legally. Like you don't need a medical card or anything. And I smoke herb, right? I've always been transparent about that. But I've never ordered it. I've never. It's funny too because I was like, I never pay for drugs. But last night we were out. I have like a pound of just this like bunk ash weed. I don't know where it is, but it's not good. It's like a whole pound of just this shitty weed my friend tried growing and he like fucked up on the batch. So anyway, so I had to order weed last night. I've never done that before. It was like 1:30 in the morning. And so I call this like sketchy. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much. I call this sketchy number. Like every number I'm calling, like, so I just Google, where do I get weed? Like recreational marijuana, right? And so finally we get to answer. And I know I'm trying to get on Sublocade. I'm gonna get to that. I feel like fucking shit right now. I call at 1:30 a.m., which is cool. I mean, just think about where we're at right now in California. You can call a number at 1:30 in the morning and weed gets delivered to you. It's fucking awesome. Like, I just can't. When I was a kid, that would have sounded like science fiction. So anyway, so I call this guy. He's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm in the San Gabriel Valley," which is like, I'm like 20 miles north or no, 20 miles south of like downtown Los Angeles, right? I think this guy's in Orange County or something. Thank you, Daniel, for weed. I will spend it on that. Weed's helping me so much right now. So I call him. I call this guy. He's like, "Yeah, I'm in Orange County and I'm in LA." He's like the only guy that'll pick up at 1:30 in the morning. And I say, "Hey, can you deliver me some indica bud for my wife and I? Because we want to get stoned and probably perv out because we have a decent amount of GHB. I mean, while I'm in this phase transitioning from subs to full sobriety, may as well take some G and fuck. I don't recommend that. It's illegal. And if any law enforcement watching this, of course, I'm a novelist. It's all made up. Anyway, so I call this weed guy, and he wants to charge me $77 for an eighth of top shelf indica, $50 for the eighth, which is pretty expensive to begin with. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I bought weed. $22 for the delivery fee. $77 for a fucking eighth. I'm like, but I'm kicking and my wife wants to get stoned. And anytime that she wants to get stoned, we're usually just going to have perverted sex. So it's like an added incentive to cop the weed. So I order it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna pay $77 for this eighth, which is like, seriously, like in retrospect, that's a lot of money for 3.5 grams of weed. Plus, they give you like a couple of these little edibles, and you get like a free joint and shit. It's not worth it. But anyway, 3 hours late. I ordered at 1:30, and I keep calling the delivery guy, and I'm like, they told me that they guarantee delivery in 30 minutes, right? I'm all G'd out. Like, I used to take GHB when I was a kid. I'm only taking it to help me come off the subs because withdrawal sucks. I'm actually sicker now, day 8, than I was 2 or 3 days ago. I feel like straight up shit right now. This guy takes 3 hours, and I keep bitching at him. I'm like calling. We're having like weird conversations. I'm telling this guy like stories on the phone, and he's like all into him. And finally, like hours go by, and I demand a refund, dude. I thought that was sketchy to begin with. Like, what fucking business do you like? I prepay for it, Venmo. Anyway, I thought I got scammed. I'm like, fuck. I Googled something, probably some Google Voice number, and he burned me for $77. Something I probably would have done 10 years ago or whatever. So he refunds me the $77, right? And then like 5 minutes later, this decrepit old man shows up, and he's like, I'm so sorry. My iPad broke, and my phone broke, and my car broke down. It's like, what the fuck? He was 3 hours late. And like, I'm supposed to give him cash compensation. I gave him $5 just because he was this old guy. I was like, felt bad for the guy. So now I have the weed, and I have the $77 refunded to me. And so the owner of the company calls me, and I'm like, dude, I spent 77 fucking dollars on an eighth of weed. I expect it to be delivered at least within a reasonable 3 hours late. And we're talking it's like 4:30 in the morning. What if I had to go to some normal job or something? He saw my point, and like I had some deep conversation with him about all sorts of stuff, right? So he's like, well, check it out. I'm gonna take that $77 out of this old guy's paycheck because he's the one that fucked up. He's gonna take 77. This is a guy that owns a weed delivery. So much. Thank you. Fucking $77 for an eighth of weed. Get the fuck out of here. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. This country. I mean, it's cool that you can order weed in the middle of the night like that, but this guy was super unprofessional. So, moral of the story is I could have kept the $77. What would you have done? Would you have kept the $77 because I had the weed, or would you have given it back to him? And nobody answers, probably just because there's a delay. Well, this is what I did. I gave him $50 back because I said, listen, he was going to deduct it from, yeah, I know. Listen, that's the most I've ever paid for weed in my life. That's like high school prices. I think in high school I used to pay like $60 for the for an eighth or something. Well, I said, listen, I'll pay for the bud that you gave me. It's bad juju just to straight not give you the money that you refunded me. When I said, but what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna fucking give you the $22 for the service fee for driving it out here because that wasn't earned. That took 3 hours. So I gave him $50 back. I got to keep the bud, and I will never, ever go for delivery service like that again. I'm planning on quitting smoking herb altogether anyway, and like as soon as this kick's done, I'm done. But yeah, so that happened, right? So so I gave him $50 back. Honestly, I'm a piece of shit, and I usually do selfish stuff, but I'm trying to be a better guy. I have a kid, I'm trying to have better juju. I think that giving him the 50 back, I think it was fair. And I'm still a little agitated. It took 3 hours to get to me. It's like, what a piece of shit delivery service. Okay, so anyway, I didn't sleep, right? So my wife passes out. In all my years of being a drug addict, I've never taken Ambien, ever. I just had never taken it. I don't know why. Just like one of those things that I hadn't taken. I've been doing GHB all night. Like taking like water bottle caps. Like this amount. right here. Okay. And you take like 2 of them and it like makes you feel drunk. But then you go into REM sleep. GNC used to sell GHB. Now it's illegal because pieces of shit start raping women with it's a fucking date rape drug. Horrible. Like, definitely is not good for that stuff to be around. And people make it on their stoves by the gallon, like out of paint thinner and shit. And in LA, it's pretty popular. Um, I was on a bunch of G, and I didn't know if it was possible, like if it was, and I'm only on it to kick, but it's making me feel loaded. Like I'm all fuck. I'm on it right now. I feel drunk to some degree. I'm just trying to get off the subs. 24 milligrams without tapering is horrible. What I don't know what I was thinking, but I want to get on this either Sublocade or Vivitrol, and I want to do the whole reason I'm gonna get off subs, which I'm locked out of my Instagram. It's a long story, but I forgot my password and it's connected to my old phone, and I can't get into my IG right now. But I'll get back on it. So anyway, but back to the kick. So I'm taking G like just cap after cap after cap, like just abusing it. And my wife's getting pissed. She's like, you're trading one drug addiction for another. Not really true. I'm just detoxing. Um, God damn. And I hate kicking. I mean, I kicked 180 milligrams of methadone, and I don't think there's anything more painful in the world than that. That was the worst kick of my life. But I kicked like 40 milligrams of buprenorphine. It's last time I went to prison, and that was pretty gnarly too. So I'm out here. I have the GHB. This morning I wake up and I take Ambien. Never taken that. I had this indica weed. I don't know what it's called. Purple Punch. Cute little name. And so I take a bong load and I take Ambien and I listen to The Wall in its entirety. I haven't done that for forever. I don't remember. I love Pink Floyd. I don't remember the last time I listened to The Wall from beginning to end. But it really helped me, just like putting on my headphones and listening to that. It was really therapeutic. It's really beautiful. I watched the sun come up to that, and there's like a whole gamut of emotions that's run on that album. So, okay, so then I wake up, and somebody told me, uh, yeah, everything I'm telling you is not true. I don't do illegal drugs. But so somebody had told me to do ketamine, and that that might help quell the withdrawal. So I did a little ketamine this morning. Fucking horrible idea when you're kicking. Made me feel way worse. And then I started with the gabapentin again, Neurontin. I used to do that stuff all the time in prison. Like it was like we would snort Wellbutrin. That was like one of our favorite things to do. It's bunk cocaine. Really hurts your nose. I did it a couple days ago just to try to feel better. Definitely made things worse. And gabapentin, which is Neurontin, if you take like thousands of milligrams, or at least that's what we used to do, we would get loaded. So I thought that would help with the kick, and it had been up until today. And it's not like I'm doing this amount of want to kick subs for 2 reasons. I don't want to be dependent to anything. I mean, I don't care what I think Suboxone helped me for the time that I was on it. But when Paul, who's like one of my, he's like a brother to me, like I talk to him almost every day on the phone. I fucking love the dude with all my heart. When he died, I started shooting my Suboxone again, which doesn't do anything. It doesn't give you a rush or anything. It's just it's just me being a junkie again, right? I'm doing that, and like whatever. People are getting high around me, and I start doing other stuff, and I'm falling just down a slippery slope after he died. Being on Suboxone, it's numbs you to a point where you can't really process it, and it's really been it's been weird. I don't know. That's the only real loss I've ever experienced. So I'm checking into intensive outpatient, where I go to like meetings from like 9 to 11, and I'm going to try to process his death. But before I do that, I'm going to take ayahuasca, um, which is, a very, 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 very strong hallucinogenic drug. Um, Pretty popular right now in culture. I mean, Vice is putting it everywhere, like it's some hipster thing to do. Um, I wanted to do it for a while, but stop taking drugs to get you off drugs. That's how you got on subs. No, I'm getting off sub. You guys' opinions, like whatever. I don't. You don't. I'm not on Suboxone 8 days. I feel good about that. I leave your opinions about that away. Telling you what I'm doing. If you don't agree with it, don't fucking comment. Don't watch my shit. It doesn't matter to me. I want to take ayahuasca because I think one of my biggest problems is I have no spiritual foundation at all. And I don't want to go into it from a silly point, but they won't let me, the people that are going to give me the ayahuasca, it's here in LA, they won't let me do it on subs. That was like one of the main reasons I wanted to get off of them, because I wanted to do ayahuasca with a spirit, with someone guiding me through the trip. Like, I'm not doing it to party, I'm doing it to process shit. Yeah, thank you. Celebrity with my ex-wife. What did I? I don't know. My new wife doesn't like when I. Did you relapse? Yeah, I relapsed. I've told you guys that. What the fuck? Yes, I did. I'm a drug addict. That's what drug addicts do. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, but I'm being honest about what I'm doing now. And I'm on a bunch of shit. I'm on, you know what? Kratom's helping me too. I'm doing the red vine, taking a lot of that. But I want to just be off all of it, and then I want to do the ayahuasca trip, and I want to be totally sober because I was a better person when I was completely sober. The drug stuff has gets up. You guys are such fucking no. I'm doing drugs to get off of drugs. Do you guys like not get that? I'm kicking 24 milligrams of Suboxone. I don't want to taper. I just lost one of my best friends. I want to do an ayahuasca treatment. I want to fucking process it in therapy. I want to be on Vivitrol. I don't want to be a junkie anymore. I support that. I don't know. Maybe you haven't been through it then, And if you have, you know where I'm at. Weirdos. Um, yeah, thank you. I was on subs on for like 9 months this time. That's it. But I was slamming them and you know. Um, I have no appetite. No, I have not eaten for a week. I haven't slept for a couple days. Thank you, Aaron, for buying the album. Um, you know, yeah, slamming Suboxone, and it's like 9 days ago I was sticking a fucking syringe in my neck, shooting up a sublingual drug for no reason. It's junky shit. Doesn't even give you there's no point to shoot Suboxone. It's just where my addiction's at, and I'm in like a really emotionally vulnerable place right now. Um, you know. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, kicking subs sucks. 24 milligrams is no joke. It's a fucking gnarly kick. I'm doing what I can to get off it, and I can't wait to do the ayahuasca. And I'm gonna film it so you can see my whole eye can be life changing. And I want to do it, coming from a serious place. Um, Ibogaine, I don't know. No, I don't think I need some. Okay, so someone just asked, do I need something for the rest of my life? No, I was sober for 3 years. And what kept me sober for those 3 years was that I got into fitness. I got addicted to the natural dopamine and endorphin releases, and that's what kept me clean. But the problem is that I didn't work on myself. I mean, I'm not an AA guy. My friends have been taking me to meetings. In the last week, I've been all drugged out going to meetings, just trying to get better. And like in AA, I was essentially a dry drunk for 3 years. I didn't change myself. I was just a bitter asshole because I just did 5 years in prison. But when I was sober for 3 years, those were the most productive years of my life, and I was a much better person. And I'm having a hard time, like emotionally right now. I'm just trying to fight it. You know, hot showers, yes, yeah. I'm gonna definitely film the ayahuasca thing. Yes, thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. I mean, yeah. I've A has never worked for me. Um, and if I do go, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just in a weird place in my life. And in the documentary, let me tell you about that. So the director of the documentary lives in Budapest, which is Hungary. I believe it's in somewhere in Europe. No, I'm not good with geography. But um, the director of the documentary is a guy named Stephen Gabriel. I was cooler on subs. Fuck you, Bryson. You're a fuck. I'm just still numbed by that shit. I don't want to be like that anymore. Over it, little weirdo. Ah, yeah, I know the higher power stuff. I know. They're like, dude, I know, I know. I feel the same way about it. Fuck you, Doug. You're a fucking little. I'm not gonna call you what you are, but I've been out since March. What the fuck? Aren't you in San Bernardino? Come visit me. Come right now, motherfucker. I saw you comment. Come over. Ah, fucking Doug. Shasta. I miss you, dude. Come over. I'm. You're wearing a speedo. Come over, Doug. So yeah. Of course I'm having aches in my arms and legs. Yes, I'm kicking 24 milligrams of Suboxone. I have all that shit. Sucks. I'm shitting. I'm puking. My wife hates me. Um, you know, I'm just sick. I don't even want to beat off. That's how sick I am. Like, when you're to the point where you don't want to beat off. I was beating off when I was kicking methadone. I can't even do that right now. Fucking useless. Um, Napa Valley. You're so full of. Okay, you better come. Beating off for sure helps, but yeah, I can't do it. Prove it. It's not. No, it's not easier every time you kick. I don't know. It sucks. It sucks being in that position. That's the thing I don't like about Suboxone. I don't like being in a position where I have to kick something. That sucks. Especially for me, I always go to jail for like really stupid shit. I'm not saying I'm going to jail anytime soon, but it's entirely possible that I could go at any time and then I have to, you know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I agree. Slamming Suboxone is lame. God, I say that and then they go, "You're fucking talk shit. Fuck you." Um, take Kratom Red? Yeah, Red. I've been taking. So yeah, I'm on parole, but I'm not doing anything that I can be tested. I'm prescribed. I'm doing. I'm not. You know what I mean? It's like not like I'm doing heroin or crystal meth or anything. Uh, I'm okay. Kicking. I'm not drunk. I'm on GHB. It's pretty much the same fucking effects. If you guys have taken G, it's, yeah, I feel drunk. Pissy. Who says pissy? Anyone that says pissy is a bitch. You're the kind of person that I'd slap if we fought. Fuck you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all that. Straight hoes. Seriously. It's like, why talk shit? So, let's get back to the documentary. So, the director lives in Europe, and he started filming me years ago when I was like 20, 21 maybe. Really crazy footage. I've told you guys the story. You know, he came up. It was when I was working with Spike. Came up to my place in Santa Barbara to do a pilot episode for Spike TV, and I was like shooting heroin, and I had like pounds of drugs, and I was like running around with guns and just being a psychopath. And he just was like, "Well, you're more interesting than the shit we're trying to film." So he started documenting me. This is like 14, 15 years ago, something like that. And him and I had lost touch, and like we have a very combative relationship. We don't get along at all. We both have really big egos. Like, I think I could never be in a band. I just can't agree with people on creative shit at all. But he's been documenting me since I was like 20. And man, like he pretty much has an entire film to, and he's a really, really talented filmmaker. He's just underground, living in Europe, like making art for a living. And we could have gotten a more established director for it, but I figured since he already was, um, pretty much making documentary. You see, there's a couple of the short form docs, like me, like shooting heroin when I'm younger. That was stuff he made like years and years ago, and he's got much better at filming since then. But we decided to have him be the director. He lives in Europe, and I don't know. He's called me drunk, and we fight. We've all gotten in fist fights. We have a very, very volatile relationship, and he's documentary about me. But we've been raising money. We keep getting little, smaller partial finance investments. People are putting like $5,000 up, $10,000 up for the film. So we're rounding up investors as the executive producers, and it's like almost finished. It's going to be done like in a month, probably a month or two, and we're flying him out here um, in like a week, and he's going up to Northern California where the production company that's doing the documentary is based. It's up in Northern California, and I'm gonna fly up there. Him and I do not get like I told you, we've literally almost gotten in fist fights multiple times, and we're not. It's very for us to be amicable, but I have to have a creative role in the film, and then we're gonna bring on my friend Jim Oles, who wrote Fight Club, and he's gonna finish the narration, and then Nick Stahl, like one of my best friends, I think was just with him the other night. Nick's gonna narrate, give it some narrative coherency. So, like I said, the director called me 3 months ago, and he was drunk and like talking shit to me from Hungary, way over in Europe, on like Facebook Messenger, like "fuck you," like "you're narcissistic," whatever. True, true, true. I'm a dope fiend scumbag. I'm not that bad of a person. I've jerked off on an airplane, dope sick, more than once. But that's like not that weird. It's not like I was like in a closed area. But it's either uh it's either here or there. Um oh, so we started fighting a few months ago. Last couple nights, so we have money in the bank. We're in post production. We got a shitload of money saved up, ready to get all the music rights, make it all fancy, get the narration done. And he's like showing me cuts of the film, and it's like, for all you people that think that I'm a piece of shit, scumbag, junkie, fuck, when you see the documentary, you are going to think I am a way bigger scumbag, junkie fuck than you did before you saw it. Because there is some horrible footage in there of me. It makes me look like a monster, which I was. But it's okay. I feel like there's a humanitarian purpose. Uh, the GHB makes the thoughts very fragmentary. If I can, it's so hard just to get the energy to do videos. It sucks, man. Um, so, am I gay? Am I gay? Let me tell you something, dude. I am not. I wish that I was gay. I would have never been to prison. I would be a gay junkie slut. And I would get free drugs from heroin dealers, and I would never go to prison. I wish I was gay. But I'm not. I like my wife. And I'm committed to her. Where do you get GHB? That's a question I probably can't answer legally on YouTube, but it's not legal. And I'm just kidding. I'm not really doing that shit. I'm law abiding and shit. Oh, I feel like shit, dude. Okay, so the director of the documentary and I have had two like very amicable phone conversations over the last 2 days, which is important because we're getting to the point in the documentary where we need to like finish it. We're getting to like the real like nitty gritty creative shit. Like, do we show pictures of Ryan's dick? Will he lose a fan base if they see how small it is? Some people already know. Creative decisions that I think about at night before I go to bed. And the point is we have to get together and to figure out how to execute the documentary in some sort of creative union. We have to make concessions and compromises. And so we're flying him from Europe to Austin, Texas, where he's from. And he has a shitload of old mini DV footage of me smoking crack. That's probably it, just me smoking crack. Hours of it. We'll probably use like 30 seconds of it for the documentary. But our plan is to get him to Austin to get the crack footage, and then he's going to fly to Northern California next week. Now, by then, I will be kicked. I will be on the ayahuasca trip, which I'll film for you guys. Who is this person that keeps... What the fuck with these random letters? Stop with that shit. Fucking weirdo. God. So he's gonna... Okay, so he's gonna get the crack footage, fly up to Northern California, then I'm gonna go up there. And him and I are combative. Like, last time we got together for this documentary was a couple years ago. We were living in this condo with my best friend, Jeff, who's probably on here. Say something, Jeff. You never do. I need to get Jeff on here just to, he'll know. He will tell you guys what's up. But stop sending letters. It's not cool. Fucking weirdo. You want to be a moderator, R. Kelly? I'll make you a ad moderator. Boom. There you go, Ashley. Let's see. No, I had two best friends. I had Jeff and I had Paul, and Paul's dead, and that's it. Nick Stahl, I consider to be one of my best friends now, but that's about it. No, I don't have a lot of best friends. Steve and Melnick, known hip hop artist named Riggy Mars. He's one of my best friends. He's really there for me. That's a real fucking friend. He just dropped a single. You guys should get it. It's called Riggy Mars. No, you can't. Fuck you, Victor. You're the dude that was fucking doing like punting shit from AOL, like sending random letter. Fuck you, Victor. You can't moderate shit, bitch. Get off here. Okay, so that a girl. Get him off of there. So he's gonna come up here to Northern California, and then I'm gonna fly up there. I think probably fly up there with Nico and with my wife, and him and I are gonna have like a creative, yeah, Cadillac Ron, straight up. Wow, I'm impressed, Samantha, that you know about Caddy Ron. Fuck yeah, it's the homie. Um, dude, I'm on the red shit. I got it. You fucking loser. Remove. Bye. Fuck, man, there's some weirdos. The weirdos come out of the woodwork when when you're live and you're all like inebriated, just talking shit to people. Okay. So who? What the fuck? Such weird people saying stuff, and I don't even know if like, wow, weirdos. No, I'm not drinking. God. I'm on. You know what? I'm not answering these fucking questions anymore. Yes, I'm on shit. I'm not sober right now. I'm trying to get sober. So, I mean, like, I've never fucking pretended to be Dr. Phil. I mean, I don't have like the best track record. It's not like, you know. So Steve's coming up here, and instead of just like being in a what is up with this fucking J-Cat, dude? Get out of here, flute musician. Remove. Bye. Like, it's watch. Wait till you see the documentary. That's like real pain. Straight wants my wee wee. Not on crack. I didn't know Caddy Ron, no. But my friend Riggy Mars, he's one of my closest friends. He was really good friends with him. I didn't know him. And Nick Stahl knew him too. I didn't know Caddy Ron though. Close your eyes and watch the movie. You got the documentary on bootleg. Yeah, the doc's pretty hardcore. Do you guys want me to start putting some of the footage out? But see, the problem with that is that YouTube like flags it. Like I can't show my dick, which I think is a indispensable part of my vision for the film. Yeah. No, I can't. Maybe I'll fake documentary. Oh my god. Oh my god, I guarantee you that this little flute, what is his handle? Flute musician? Fucking checks out. Get out of here, you cake boy. Fuck. Uh Taylor Weston? What in the fuck? Bang hot dude, flute musician, dude. I hate you. Get out of here. Dude, flute musician's probably my ex-wife, you whore. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, I know these people. Will the doc be in? See, that's a valid question. I have no idea. We're gonna put in festivals and see what kind of distribution comes up. But yeah, people want it. It's pretty hardcore. When I always watch documentaries about like infamous people that were train wrecks, like Amy Winehouse, or that's that's pretty sad. That's the only Scott Weiland, Kurt Cobain. When you see, and I'm not saying I'm like a famous guy or anything, but you guys know I'm a train wreck. When you watch these documentaries about these famous people that had addiction problems, I know, the guy, skin flute guy. I loved Amy too. She was the shit. I mean, she spoke to me for sure. But when you watch these documentaries, as much as we love these people, I loved Kurt Cobain, I loved Amy Winehouse, I loved Scott Weiland. As Stone Velvet like he's the man. Bradley Noel from Sublime. I love these people, but when we watch documentaries about them, we want them to be gorier. We want to see them fucking. We want to see the gory detail of it. Um, and I don't think Courtney did. I talked to Courtney, and I don't think she did. Courtney told me that she didn't kill Kurt, and I believe her. And too many people talk shit about her. Courtney's cool, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I want nudity. Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate that, man. I appreciate you supporting me. That will go to medical marijuana. I appreciate it. I like Blind Melon. Yeah. Lane Staley. Yeah. Who do you think the glassblower I knew in Denver was? Say his name. Fucking fake music. Okay. How's it a fake documentary? How? It's in the Huffington Post. It's in Penthouse. It's in a lot of different newspapers. How is it fake? No, Courtney didn't do that. Dude, I'm doing way too much G. And uh, uh, you don't get sick. It's a lie. They say they put naloxone and Suboxone, and when you shoot it, it makes you sick. It's not true. Um, no, the you straight ask, yeah, I straight asked Courtney if she killed Kurt. She said no, straight up. No, he killed himself, straight up. I don't. Come on with the conspiracy shit. Epstein definitely didn't fucking kill himself. Thank you, Daniel. Flute musician is Negro Damas. Yeah. Uh, thank you for buying my book. I appreciate it. Courtney didn't kill. No, she didn't. Ask her. Go on Instagram and ask her. She'll tell you. You know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um. Oh my god, dude. Whatever. Okay, cool. I don't think she killed him personally. I really don't. I like Courtney Love. I think she's a cool person. Anyway, why would she say yes? Because she's like me. She fucking just spills, she just tells people. She doesn't give a fuck. Courtney Love has zero fucks to give. Believe that. She doesn't care. If she killed him, she'd be belligerent telling people about it. uh, okay. Epstein, this is what I think. Okay. I talked to someone. They're a famous actor. Probably like top fucking 3 most famous actors in the world. Not John, somebody else. It was a few nights after Epstein died. It was like a few days later. We were talking about it. It just happened. This person is famous, so you got to realize like he's hanging out in some of those circles that Epstein was hanging out in. Billionaire pedophile fucking weirdos that we're just starting to find out about. Like this whole underground circuit of like rich fucking weirdos molesting kids that those people need to be hunted down and murdered. We should start a fucking, I don't know, I need to be careful what I say, but yeah, pedophile's no good. And what this person told me, person that I honestly believe would know, told me that he's not dead, that it was straight up like, you know, it was a hoax death. Switched the body, everything, autopsy reports all weird. There's so many inconsistencies. So somebody told me that would know. Somebody way more famous than Jeff Goldblum told me that. No, it wasn't Jeff Goldblum. And so anyway, I look like a bi guy. If I was bi, I wouldn't ever go to jail ever. No one's even ever asked me to like do anything gay for drugs ever. It's like never happened to me, and I've been in like the most shot out situations, not once, unless they're on meth. Then shit gets weird. But fuck no, I don't know Harvey Weinstein. He didn't tell me that. No, the person that told me that though, I'm telling you, knows. And they told me that he's still alive, and I believe it. Think about it. Altogether, I think I've spent like 6 or 7 years in federal prison. I've spent a lot of time in the hole. I know what the protocol is. I know about Suicide Watch and how it works. Fuck, he's a billionaire. Of course, I was in prison. I was fucking a guard. They were bringing us cell phones. We had drugs all the time from guards. You don't think a billionaire could facilitate a fake death like that? The camera goes off in his area, his tear that night. There are fractures on his neck, because they replaced his body with another body that looked like him. That's it. He had enough. Think about it. That guy he was a billionaire. That's like ridiculously resourceful. All they would have to do is maybe they even do some plastic surgery to make him break his neck, make it look like a suicide. They staged the whole thing. Guards are in on it. That's why they're being indicted right now, because it's so obvious. But somebody that is really well-known person, I'm not into conspiracies, but I believe the person that told me that would hypothesizing, is like, hey, this is what's up. And I believe that. I mean, nobody believes that he killed himself. He either got killed or he's alive. That's it. Does my shirt turn more GHB? I've had Hep C for no, yes. I've had Hep C since 04. 03. No, 03. I remember getting tested for it too. I went and got tested for HIV, and when I get there, they're like have a really serious look on their face, and they're just like, "Hey, I'm like, yeah, can you give me the results?" And you just grab a piece of paper if you're negative. If you're positive, you have to go sit and talk to them. And like I'd watch the movie Kids, and God, I've always been scared of AIDS. Not like I ever took precautions to prevent it, ever. I've maybe worn a condom 3 times in my life. I've shared I've picked up syringes on Skid Row and just not even cleaned them and shot up with them. I've shared needles in prison. So, I mean, like the chance of me catching AIDS or HIV was disproportionately higher than, say, my father, right? But anyway, so I went to go get tested in 03 for it, and they made me sit down, and they're like, we need to give you your results. I'm like, fuck, I have HIV. What am I going to do? I mean, I had herpes. I didn't disclose that to all girls when I fucked them, but with like HIV, even the scumbag that I am, I'd have to tell them, like, hey, I have HIV. So I was like preparing for this mentally. They're like, you came up positive. I was just like, ooh, the words were just so piercing. I'm like, oh my God. It's like I had rehearsed in my mind that this is what they were going to tell me. He came up positive for hepatitis C. And I was like, oh, not AIDS, not HIV? And they're like, no, Hep C. And I was like thrilled. It's like, fuck, everyone has Hep C. Who gives a shit? Irony with that is now we're, what, almost 20 years later, and more people are dying from Hep C and cirrhosis than AIDS. They have a better command on AIDS right now in this country than hepatitis C. That shit's killing people. Go to a ICU. See how many people have cirrhosis of the liver from hepatitis C. I've never gotten treated for it. Like, you know, in prison, I tried interferon. Like they injected it into my stomach, and like the next morning, I like wanted to hang myself, like for real, and I like went to the nurse. I was like, I want to kill myself, and the interferon. I'm already mentally ill. Interferon really fuck things up in there. So I never tried that again. But now they have the Harvoni and all those like 90-day treatments, which seems a little more practical. And I know it doesn't have the side effects. Yeah, Hep C's cool. Chicks dig Hep C. That's not too bad. Thank you. Thank you, Nodis. I appreciate that. Donations help. I tried, listen, you know what really pissed me off when I'm struggling with drug addiction right now? All these people are like, you scammed us, fucking, you used fucking donate. I didn't use $1 to support my drug habit. Every drug that I was doing, I was being prescribed. I was just abusing them. Every drug I was doing was being prescribed to. And when I started, I didn't have shit. My fiance, wife and I, now wife, and son and I were really poor when I got out of prison. We didn't have shit. We're just living off my book royalties, like hoping, I went and tried to get normal work. I started trying to sell roofs. That was like my first thing, like trying to, like I'd go to people's houses and try to sell roofs to them, like expect like $20,000 cool roofs, that are like climate control friendly and have better ventilation and everything, and you'd get commission, but it was commission only. And I didn't make a sale in a month, and I'm a good salesman, but I just couldn't. I think it's because I have like tattoos on my neck and like on my hands, and I just look like a pervert, like when I like try to dress nice, but you can kind of still tell I'm a scumbag. So I couldn't sell any roofs. So I mean, it got to a point where we were shopping at food banks, like we didn't have shit, and it's hard. Like we couldn't pay for daycare. She doesn't have a license because she has 3 DUIs. She's trying to get her license back. Thank you, Baka Benja. Thank you very much. So for like when I got out in March, we didn't have anything, and I was trying to make shit happen. We're back on production with the doc. Had the new book coming out, but it's like those are big sources of income, but you have to be patient. Like I'm not getting paid for that shit until next year. We're using the money we raised for it to make the film, and it's expensive to make a film, to make a quality documentary. So I was living in like pretty much poverty, and then my friend Seth Ferrante, who's Nico's godfather, he's a great guy. He wrote an article about me in Penthouse. He got me on Al Profit, and like that shit got like over 300,000 views. So I was able to start a channel, and I basically explained to people like, hey, like I need money to make this shit happen. But if you really think about it, like I started buying blotter, I started buying books and I still owe some people from the Christmas raffle. By the way, I'm doing that this week. As soon as I feel better, I'm gonna send I have all the shit here now, signed, everything ready to go. And then I worked on the album right after Paul died, and that was hard. So it's like if you think that like I was hustling, it's like no, I wanted to tell my entire life story episodically on here before the documentary comes out, because I think it's cool if you get hooked on the shit that I'm telling you, and then you get to see it visually. The lead up to that, it's like foreplay before sex. It complements the film. That's the point of this channel. I don't know what I'm going to do afterwards. We might just do lives, and I might just be on GHB forever. No, I'm getting off all drugs. Did that interrupt the podcast? Did did that interrupt? Should we? Okay. Yeah, I know. G's. Yeah, yeah. Al Prophet's cool. He's gonna be an executive producer on my doc. I'm gonna be an executive producer on some shit he's doing right now. Al Prophet's the shit. I love that dude. A good dude. Uh, but I really didn't spend the money on drugs. I put it into the channel, and I fucking a lot of people got stuff like blotter and books and an album. You know, if you haven't gotten the album, it's $10, dude. That just having Johnny Depp clothing, but including me in it, is worth $10 by itself. What more can you ask for? I mean, that's worth $10. Damn, this guy is blowing me up right now, texting me. Peaches happier, the Vein channel. Let's just do a story now. Fuck the bullshit. I'm sick of rambling. I kind of want to. Is it bad? Is it? Yeah, it's because people are calling me. I don't know how to turn the shit off. No, I didn't taper off subs. I just straight stopped taking 24 milligrams, just straight up. You know, story time. Yeah, story time. Story. I got shirt and ibuprofen. Yeah, I do have a camera and a mic. I do. Hey, is this working better if I go outside? I'll go outside. Can you guys see me? My internet does fucking suck. It's because we're like jacking it from our neighbors. I should probably just pay for my Wi-Fi. We're better now? Okay. Okay. Should I do a story live or should I just record one? We'll talk about my whore of an ex-wife. You know what's really funny about that? So I just went to detox, right? I went to detox for 4 days. And I guess my wife still lives in, or my ex-wife, she still lives in the San Fernando Valley. And she, fuck, people, thank you, Chanel Handon, thank you so much. I guess she's just running around doing horror shit. And, like, I mean, you know, I brought her name up at detox and like 6 guys were like, yeah, I hit that. And like, dude, you know how guys look in detox, especially the older ones. It's like, damn, like she's on that level now. It's pretty bad. I mean, and honestly, she did a lot of really fucked up stuff to me. I'm not like that cold-hearted, and I'm empathetic, and I feel bad for people that have to prostitute themselves. Like, some girl commented, and she's like, you shared needles in prison, but you're fucking judging prostitution. You got that wrong. Like, I don't judge that shit at all, but you got to understand I was in a relationship with this woman and it bothered me. That's it. I don't judge people that you do whatever you want with your body. If your body doesn't mean anything to you, sell it. I fucking, if I could have, I probably would have, but it's just, it was never offered to me. It's like some weirdo shit. It's like shit that happens in movies. No one's ever been like, hey, I will give you 20 grams of heroin if I can suck your dick. I'd be like, fuck, 20 grams is a lot. I don't think I could do it, though. It's like life-changing. I don't know. Kind of depends on, you know. Maybe methamphetamine, you know. Meth is a really bad drug. Day 4, you're sticking shampoo bottles up your ass and shit. It's not something you want to do. A half a gram. Damn, dude. Yeah, if I'm kicking, I'll give you the cotton. If I can suck your dick. And it's like, damn, you're offering to suck my dick, and then I'm gonna get wet. It's like, you know, I guess I could see how that could happen. If I've done that, I would totally tell people about it. I don't give a fuck, you know. It just doesn't matter. But I haven't. Sorry for all you weirdos that are like, wonder if you got all basketball diarrhea out and it's getting dick sucked by dudes at train stations. Not part of my story. I've always, I don't know, I've always been resourceful. Probably because my parents bailed me out of shit, you know? It's probably why I kept going. Thank you, Mr. Mike Taylor. So, but would you do it? I don't know. I do, yeah, I got herpes. I do have herpes. My ex-fiance gave me herpes. It's fucked up, dude. She totally lied to me and gave me herpes, and then I totally lied to a bunch of girls and gave them herpes. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. Thank you. The next relapse story, we're not on relapse. We're on the marriage. Horrible marriage. I mean, we can get into that. Can I? Yes, my book is at the last bookstore in downtown LA. I did a reading with Jerry Stahl there. It's on. There's a video of it. Actually, I don't think they have my book there, because when I did that reading with Jerry, I relapsed right after that, and like, it's weird when you do readings at that bookstore, at the last bookstore in downtown LA. You sell your own books, right? I brought a stack of books, but they get like 40% of the fucking money, and they don't give it to you right away. They're like, we'll give you a paycheck for your own. Like, I brought my own books. I was like, what the fuck? And then I was all strung out. The last bookstore is on 5th and Broadway, and I went in there and I was like, I mean, they owed me like $16, and I was like dope sick, and I was like, I made this huge scene. I was like, just give it to me in cash. I don't have my ID. Like, I like told them I was dope sick, and they were like, oh my God. I don't think they stocked my book because they got really mad at me. I don't think I'm allowed back there. I'm 86th out of a lot of bookstores. The literary scene kind of like abandoned me. I think I'm a drug addict. But Sublocade. I don't know if it works though. Does it work? Someone. Yeah, I'm banned from a lot of bookstores. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I've done some, yeah, well, I mean, we're not even into that. When my career kind of took off, and I fucked it off bad, like I always do. I just squander a lot of opportunities. Oh, so is Sublocade the same as Vivitrol? Or do you get high off buprenorphine? Because I don't want to be high off that anymore. I was slamming it. Who's gonna bust you? Oh, I don't know. Okay, so what's the difference between Sublocade and Vivitrol then? It has bute, so Sublocade, so you stay loaded off buprenorphine for a month? That sounds better than Vivitrol, but I gotta get off that. I mean, like, your opiate receptors aren't supposed to be tainted like that, you know? It doesn't allow you to be the best version of yourself. It just doesn't. Dude, I love shooting heroin. I love drugs, but I love my son, and I love my wife, and I love my parents, and I love my friends. I love myself more than that. I gotta stop. Slow release. Yeah, I just want to be on the naltrex. I just want to be on the naloxone, or the God damn, dude, super loopy right now. Yeah. Oh, I showed up hammered. So yeah, were you at one of my readings? Yeah, I'm always drunk at readings. I know, and I talk shit. I got in a fight at Book Soup. I'm not allowed there anymore. I beat someone up there. We'll get into those stories. I showed up drunk. Where? To the Jerry Stahl reading? No, I wasn't drunk then. I don't think so. Yeah, this summer I'm gonna be touring all summer for June Gloom, my new book. I'll be in Michigan. I'll be all over. Don't give me drugs. People always do that. Don't do that. I do them if you give them to me. Yeah. Kratom is really working. Sublocade is inserted in a rod inside of you. That sounds very brocha-ish. Get a rod inserted inside of you. Like, fuck. That's when you know you're at the end of the rope with your addiction. You need to get a fucking rod inserted into you because you're such a junkie. That's sounds like it's me. Sounds like a match. Let's do a story. Let me get stoned. I think that'll help. I'll be like more chilled. And I'll tell a story. And the only reason I'm doing live is because I tried. Remember, I said I was gonna do 2 stories, and my fucking phone, like the hour-long story upload that came up this morning, where I'm talking about when I hit that guy with a bottle and he like his cheek came open on the sprinkler. That took like 15 hours to upload. So it's like I almost feel like I have to do lives. Herpes story? Okay, all right. I'll tell you how I got herpes really quick, but then let's get into the marriage shit. I do have genital herpes. I need one more cig. It's cold out here. So, when I got out of prison in 2013, remember, like, we never really talked about the fact that I thought I had fucking HIV because I shared a needle with this dude Diablo that had it. I come up positive. I'm like, what the fuck? You shared a needle with me? You have fucking HIV, dude? And then I like went to the white shot caller in prison. I was like, we gotta fucking kill these paisos. Dude gave me HIV. He's like, dude, that's on you. You shared a needle with a paiso. Very racist in prison. So, and I swear to God, I'm not making this up. Like the first 3 girls my wife gets so mad at me. Shit I say on her. First 3 girls I slept with, I straight up told them, listen, I was just in the feds for 5 years. Say this before we fucked. And girls would be like, that's cool. If you have it, I'll have it too. I'm like, wow. And that's the honest to God truth. Finally, I'm on chronic care for my Hep C to check my viral loads, right? I've had hepatitis C since 2003. So I go to my doctor and I'm like, I think I might have HIV. And he's like, I'm going to test you. So he tested me. He called me like 2 weeks later. He's like, are you sitting down? I'm like, fuck you. And he's like, yeah, you don't have it. And I've been tested a bunch since then. And then, yeah, so I don't have that. I should, but I don't. I don't want it for sure. But so with herpes, so I get with my ex-fiance. I'm with her for like 2 years, right? And I have like real issues at the time. Like won't I'm inseparable with her, right? I'm like severely codependent. So we're never ever separate. Like she has no social life. I'm like so domineering and controlling. I'm not like that at all with my wife right now. Like we have our own separate lives and we're good relationship. But that one was super unhealthy, and my marriage after that was even worse. But this girl, one day, she's like, "Hey, I have a sore on my butthole." She's like, "Look at it." I'm like, "I don't want to look at that. It's probably a hemorrhoid or something. Why the fuck would I want to look at that?" She's like, come on, look at my butthole. I'm like, okay. So I look at it, and it was a sore. Like, I was in prison for like 5 years, so I missed like, the phase of your life where you're like going to bars and fucking ugly people and waking up the next day and you're like, whoa. I missed that whole thing. Before that, I was a junkie, so like I just attached to a junkie chick and we'd like live in motels and eat Fun Dip and Slim Jims and shit. If we had a few extra bucks, get a scratcher ticket or something. So I was never like into nightclubs or going to bars, and so herpes, I don't know, it just wasn't part of my universe yet. So I'm looking at her butthole and it's this sore. She's like, I think it's herpes. I'm like, how is that possible? I don't have herpes, and why do you have it on your butthole? I didn't know anything about herpes. Thank you very much, Christina. So, thank you, Christina. But so she's like, let's go to Planned Parenthood. I'm like, okay. So we go to Planned Parenthood, and like, she's fighting with me in the waiting room. She's like, you gave me herpes. I'm like, dude, shut up. Everyone in the waiting room's like looking at it. She's like, you gave me herpes. I'm like, I'm not the one with the fucking sore on my butthole. Like, you are the one with herpes. So she goes in there, and apparently they can only test for herpes when you have an outbreak. They have to like take a culture of it. Just like a little swab that they like touch the herpes with. So they do. They put it in a vial. They send it to a lab. Sure enough, we get the call. We go in there. Herpes. It was mayhem on the drive home. You fucking piece of shit. I'm like, dude, we're literally together 24/7. There's no way I cheated on you, and I don't have herpes. You're the one with herpes. Like, I'm wearing condoms when I fuck you from now on. She's like, that's so mean. I'm like, dude, I don't want that shit. And I didn't wear herpes, but I mean, I waited till the outbreak was gone before, whatever, we did stuff again. About a week later, I get this numbness on my dick, and I'm like hurts. It's like sensitive. Fucking herpes on the tip, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where did this phantom herpes come from? We weren't fucking other people. Where did it come? Was it dormant? Or like, what the fuck? Freaking out. And I'm like you guys already know, I'm like a radical extrovert. I'm fucking calling everyone in my phone that I've ever known. I'm like, I have fucking herpes. I'm telling them like I have cancer or something. People are like, what the fuck? So, I get like a little brochure, like living with herpes. I'm like, fuck, this is my life now. I am that guy. Herpes guy. I mean, retrospect, it's like, surprised it took that long to get it, right? So anyway, we end up breaking up, right? We break up. I get married to this psycho slut that we're in the current series with, which I think I'm going to smoke a bowl and then try to tell you guys the story. So at the end of my marriage, I start calling my ex-fiance, because that's what happens when relationships start failing, right? You start calling your exes and you like want comfort. So I'm calling my ex, the one that gave me herpes. And we start, rekindling our relationship, whatever. We're together 2 years. We start talking like romantically again, while I'm married. Calling her like low key. Being a scumbag. I cheated on my ex-wife. It's like all the time. I've never cheated on this one. And I never will. She stayed with me on a prison term. I love her. Unwavering loyalty. But anyway, when I'm talking to my ex-fiance, she's taking Ambien, right? And when she takes Ambien at night, she gets all loopy. She starts like saying crazy shit, like, like it's platonic, but she'll be like, oh, you want to suck your dick? And I'm like, what? What'd you just say? She, I love you. I'm like, she's like incoherent, but saying shit like that to me. I'm like, wow, fucking Ambien. So, she's like, fucking Mikey gave me herpes. And that was the dude she was with before me. She's like, a fucking piece of shit. Da, da, da. And I'm like, what? So you knew you had it, you fucking bitch? Fuck. But now I have herpes. And, dude, I get outbreaks all the time because who knows? It's just like karma. For all the bad shit I did. Shit'll just pop up. She knew. Fucking bitch. Herpes. That's fucked up. But, then I would go on to fucking Peter Piper the herpes around the nation myself. So I'm not an angel either. So we're all pieces of shit. Whatever. But god damn, it really doesn't. It's not like that bad because I'm in a monogamous relationship. So it's just like kind of like when I have one, I just kind of whip my dick out. I'm like, babe, look at this, and my wife's like, oh my god, herpes. I don't think I've given it to her yet. Um, yeah, we're going into the marriage shit. All I gotta do is smoke a bowl, and I'll be good. This is the longest live I've like ever done. I like the lives. Maybe we should do lives every time. It's cool. When people send donations, show love, that shit's cool. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, yeah. Skating? Yeah. I have a skateboard, but I don't skate. I should start skating. I love skateboarding. I'm not like great at it. The herpes story was nice, thanks. I'm glad you like the herpes story. I have it. I have HPV as well. Much less entertaining story. It was like a trade. Like, I have herpes, and she's like, I have HPV. I'm like, fuck it. Let's just collaborate. And so now I have both. HPV's worse. Fucking gives women ovarian cancer and shit. So now I want herpes. Well, maybe we'll do a herpes raffle. Fuck it. I'll send you guys a culture of herpes. I don't know if that's legal. Dude, I heard that there's these parties in LA where people like get AIDS. Like these weird orgies where like people that don't have AIDS go to get AIDS to like, it's like some radical leftist shit. I mean, LA is weird. Anyone that lives here, herpes. Yeah, I got HPV, dude. $40 PayPals. What's up? I'll send you HPV. Promise. Palabra. I'm sorry. I smoke very gay. That's a very gay thing to say. You smoke very gay. I know. You're not, I know. I'm not like a real fucking junkie till I get HIV. I agree. I do not want HIV though. God damn, that would suck. It's just like, imagine, like, oh man, fucking scary. I know people that have it. What is my Venmo? My Venmo is on most of my videos. I don't have a Venmo because I can't have a bank account because I'm on check systems. Not because I'm a bad guy. It's a complete misunderstanding with Bank of America, but I'm not allowed to have a bank account. There. I'm honest. I said it. So what? You smoke very gay. Who says shit like that? Venmo? My girl has Venmo. I don't know what it's, fuck, I don't know. I forget. If you don't have HIV, you're probably, I say that all the time to my friends. I'm like, if you don't have hepatitis C, you're a cop. For sure. Fuck you. Like, you can't slam drugs and not have it. It's free with the dope. Karina, it's like, fuck, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I did have a trifecta herpes outbreak. 3 on one area. Fucking medieval, dude. Some Viking herpes. I was like, what the fuck? It like mutated. Probably from fucking kicking or something. We have some good skate parks here. Not near me. I don't know. I like the one in North Hollywood. That one's cool. I like the Santa Monica courthouse. They kind of turned into a skate park. It's like legal to skate the ledges there. It's cool. Uh, dude, yeah, HIV humor is like not cool. I'm sorry. If anyone has that, I'm sorry. I feel for you. I mean, whatever. You can live with it now. Oh, fuck. Got the, um, I got that, restless leg syndrome, you know, from kicking the subs. Arguably, for me, the worst withdrawal. I hate that shit. Laying in bed and you're just like, ah! It's like in Train Spotting, I need one more hit. I fucking totally get that when I get the restless leg syndrome. It sucks. Weed helps with that. Clonidine, I have clonidine. Well, clonidine makes that go away? Clonidine? I don't... Clonidine. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Gabapentin makes it go away. Okay. Alright. Alright. We're gonna do clonidine and gabapentin. What's up, baby? Yeah, I'm still on this. Don't take so how much clonidine do I take? 1? Meth. Yeah. I'm not taking any drugs on the show. I'm not doing it, baby. You get me in trouble. So clonidine helps. Clonidine are yellow, correct? Is clonidine yellow? Okay. Alright. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shh. Shh. Dogs. Full yellow pill. That says IP657. Somebody verify that this is clonidine and I'll take it. Am I still frozen? Oh, I fucking hate it. Okay. Alright. We'll go back outside. We'll go back outside for story time. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get a hoodie on. It's fucking... Can I? You can't smoke weed on YouTube, can you? No. No. Okay. Yeah, it's clonidine. Okay, cool. Smoke the bowl. Yes, I know. I'm doing it. Hold on. Hold on. No, don't smoke a bowl? Yes, you can. Bong pipe isn't good. You can smoke weed on YouTube. Don't do it. No. Okay. Hold on. I'm not smoking weed. Okay. I know. I didn't do it. You didn't see anything. Okay. There's another live channel talking about me? Fuck yeah. That's fucking cool. Okay. I know, I'm surprised people don't make videos like fucking he's a fucking... You know what though? Everyone like I'll look on like 23andMe and like I'll look at comments. Yeah, I mean, he's a snitch. It's like, motherfucker, you can look up my paperwork. I never snitched on anyone. You can look up anyone online. Docket sheets. Just people are so dumb, they like don't understand that. Okay. Hell yeah, 4 or 5 days on subs. You'll get strung out on that for sure. Don't do that. If you do subs 3 days in a row, it's just like heroin. It's the same fucking bullshit. Don't do that. Wait, what do you mean there's another live going on? What are they saying? Are they saying crazy shit? Yeah, for sure I'm not a snitch. My paperwork's all over. Like, come on. But people on she got caught with weight. It's like I've explained it explicitly. If we're at a point where people don't understand that, it's like that's really on them. Everyone's federal paperwork is online. The documentary, like I have all my interviews, talking shit to the DEA. All right, better Wi-Fi out here. Whoo. Roll on E? Yeah, I did that on Christmas. It's fucking awesome. I love E. But I'm honestly trying to just be completely sober. That's like my trip. I just lost like one of my closest friends to fentanyl. You know, they're putting that in everything right now. It's fucking scary. You know, fentanyl's everywhere. And you know, yeah, it was a tough loss. I mean, what are they saying on the other channel? That's fucking funny. Yeah, because I'm on GHB and I'm stoned and I'm on gabapentin. Yeah, I am kicking, but I mean, it's softened to, you know, to some degree. I'm going to do my gay smoking again. Locked it up where? What the fuck? Damn, I want to watch the other channel where they're talking shit. Okay. Chama. Yeah, because I'm on the right combination of shit. But I'm like, I have to take a shit right now. I'm definitely kicking. I'm not like making that up. I am a chain smoker. Yeah, what channel? I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm just listening. I'm gonna gay smoke too. You guys wanna, let's get like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Man, everyone who's lost people to overdoses is fucking tragic, you know? I read a eulogy at Paul's funeral. It was fucking, I don't really ever cry too much, but I've been crying like I cried really hard today. It's tough. Like, I go through my phone and I find pictures of him and I'm just like, fuck, man. You know? Definitely painful. No, I'm not drinking any alcohol. Fuck no. I kicked alcohol when I found out I was going to be a dad. I have not had a drink since then. And you know, my wife is an alcoholic, so part of the reason that I haven't drinking, you know, is pretty much that I don't want her to go out, you know? It's like I'm having a hard time right now, and she's the one that takes care of my son, and she's the one that makes sure that everything's cool, you know, that he's in a healthy environment. If I drink, it risks her relapsing, and she's like a hardcore drink, like way worse of an alcoholic than I am. But I haven't had a drink in 2 years. I'm proud of that because you know. So yeah, I want to drink for sure. I said that today. You know, I told, and she like was like, well, like, maybe we could have one beer, and I'm like, look, I've been right at this crossroad before. I've been right at this fork, um, where I was with someone and we were both like sober, like when I relapsed after I had 3 years. And right before we did it, when we were getting the syringes, my fiance at the time looked at me and she's like, hey, is this going to change our relationship if we get high together right now? I said, no. And it fucking destroyed our relationship. And I'll do anything to maintain the relationship I'm in right now. I'll never fucking drink for her specifically. I don't care if I relapse on heroin. I will never, ever drink around my wife out of respect for her. I don't want her to go back. All right, you're gay. I don't know how much kratom. I'm taking like the capsules you get at the head shop. I'm taking like 10 at a time, like 5 times a day. You know, when I start feeling like the chills and I get goosebumps, I'll take more kratom and it'll like kind of go away. But it's like the G and like the herb is helping me. CBD, just a whole cocktail of stuff. But I'm coming back to earth right now. You know, I'm taking less and less of everything. I'm not doing it to get high. I'm doing it to come off the subs. Like I didn't want to taper and go through. Oh, I'm gonna get it down to 1 milligram, and then you kick 1 milligram, you're still gonna kick. Like you still go through it. It sucks. It's the best way to do it is just fucking go hard. 20, just drop, go into detox, switch to methadone for a week, and fucking come out and do a bunch of other shit, and then you're done. I don't advise people to do that, but that's what I did. And you know, 8 days off it. Feel I don't know. Like I'm to the sub withdrawal. I kicked it last time in prison. Um, I was on over 40 milligrams of buprenorphine, slamming it, shooting buf every day. Um, I was slamming strips, but you know, people say you can't because of the naloxone. I was putting it in a spoon, adding water, putting it in a syringe, and slamming it, and getting no rush, but you know, staying on the buprenorphine. 40 milligrams a day back then. I went to jail, which is a crazy story. That's going to be on the Drug Stories 2 album. But basically, you know, I got jumped right when I got in jail. Bad. I got 3 broken ribs. And I had to kick that 40 milligrams cold turkey with 3 broken ribs in an isolation cell. And, dude, 40 milligrams of buprenorphine. Like some of it I was getting off the dark web just as like powder from Europe. And I was like cooking in it. I was cooking up Subutex and shooting that too. Just buprenorphine all the time because I was on federal probation. I didn't want to get in trouble, get dirties and shit. Even though I knew how to beat them, but that was something I could do consistently. So that's what I was doing. And that kick lasted only 10 days, but it was the most fucking hellacious kick I mean, it wasn't as bad as the methadone. When I kicked 180 milligrams of methadone, that was so fucking hardcore. Like, once your pain threshold is ruptured to that degree, like when you experience that kind of pain kicking methadone, like, I mean, I don't even know what to compare it to. There's nothing that's physically painful that I can equate what kicking 180 milligrams of methadone feels like. It's like being a burn victim, you know? It's hardcore, you know? I've said it before, it's like a spiritual experience. But when I kicked, so that lasted 6 months, you know? And people are like, that's bullshit. No, it's not. Like, do some research on methadone. kick lasts for 6 months. I mean, you're in like the peak of it, the first 30 days where you're not sleeping, electrified by withdrawal, just up, like fucking hallucinating and hardcore. And then 6 months later, you're still getting goosebumps, like if you're kicking heroin or something. That shit was like, dude, that scared me. Like, I'll never, ever go on methadone maintenance again. Like, it was so bad. And if you're at the methadone clinic, and you're shooting heroin on the side, which most methadone clinic patients are, so whatever they do, they up your dose and take your take-homes away. Just think, when you're doing heroin every day, you're inevitably going to go to jail, and you're going to have to kick, and it's fucking gnarly. They make you get on the county bus, shackled and cuffed while you're kicking. It's like, fucking, whew, I can't think of anything that's worse than that. Yeah, we're going to get to the story. So, but then the Suboxone, the 40 milligrams, when I had the 3 broken ribs, dude, like, that was, I can't believe how intense, though. It felt like precipitated withdrawal for like a week, you know, like hard, like I was screaming at the lieutenant, like, help me, making me kick 40 milligrams cold turkey. I'm like, this is so inhumane. I had 3 broken ribs. I was fucking dying, man. 10 days later, I was just done, I mean, of course I had like post-acute, it's hard to sleep for a month, whatever, but like I wasn't kicking. Like, it took like 10 days to kick that 40 milligrams. You don't need that much, I think 21 milligrams is the most your body even processes. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't have any veins left. I mean, it's really, really hard for me to find them. And when you muscle subs, it just you get lumps that just stay there forever, you can't really do that. So now I'm on day 8, and you know what I'm doing. And the people that like talk shit about it's like, shut up, dude. Like, if you don't understand why I want to get off them and like be sober for my son, you're a fucking piece of shit anyway. Like, your opinion doesn't even matter to me, I'm trying to just let things that people say not affect me. Ibogaine? Oh yeah, cocaine destroyed my veins in my youth, my early 20s. I mean, I have that spot like by my crotch, which is super sketchy. Like, there's a main artery right there. If you hit that, which I have, but if too much of your injection goes into that main artery right by your crotch, like, that can kill you. It kills people all the time. Super dangerous. Shouldn't shoot there. But like, that's pretty much all I have left is like that line on my crotch. Like, my legs are just fucking blown out, I don't know if you can see them, but they're just like fucking thrashed, gone. Arms are destroyed, Yeah. Once you start, it's funny, like with veins, there's so much misinformation about it. Like, well, your veins collapse, they'll never come back. No, I mean, I got into lifting weights, and I started eating healthy, and most of my veins came back. I mean, there's a few that just, cocaine like literally destroyed, but for the most part, they do come back. Damn, I have a low battery. I wanted to tell a story. Yeah, I'm still on Kratom too. It's helping me. 600 milligrams. No, 600 milligrams of methadone is possible. Watch a documentary called Methadonia, where they have fucking homeless zombies on methadone. Like, yeah. In New York, they go hard. Watch that documentary. You can be on 600 milligrams. That's like a life sentence, dude. My neck is, that's like the only spot that I like can kind of maybe find a vein once in a while, but then you get tracks and you go check into parole and you're like, yeah, I'm doing cool, and you fucking big old line on your neck. It's not practical. Hey, NAD? The one of the producers of my documentary was telling me to get that injection a day. That the first time I ever heard. I don't even know what that is. NAD treatment. Yeah, therapy. Yeah, someone just told me they can get me that for $1,500. Shot at NAD. I don't even know what that. What is that? What is NAD? I've hit my forehead right here. Yeah, you can do that. You can also do under your tongue. There's all sorts of weird veins. What is NDA though? What is NAD? What is that? What is NAD? Does anyone know what that is? Okay. Well, anyhow. Wes Watson said I can't roll general population. Well, okay. So, beat me up, Wes Watson. Fuck. You know? Well, because I have a pimping. I was just GP at Centinela with a pimping case. Dude doesn't know what he's talking about. Just paroled from state prison with a pandering case. So you can roll in GP. Fucking. Yeah. I don't know why there's like prison channels putting out misinformation. You can be GP with that charge. It's weird. He does have veins. Yeah, I don't think Wes would say that you can't roll GP. Did you see what Joe from APS did? Who's that? Do I think Wes Watson does steroids? Fuck yeah, I think he does steroids. What kind of question is that, dude? That guy's a monster. That guy is scary. He's huge. He's a big motherfucker right there. Hell yeah. He is a steroid. Jesus Christ. He's huge. But I mean, you know. Aryan Brotherhood. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I got nothing against the dude. I've talked to him before. Yeah, I was big when I was lifting, and now I'm just all shot out, and I have herpes. Can you get a GHB script? No, fuck no, that's like a super illegal drug. I'm just kidding. I never did that. No, you can't get scripts for GHB. Actually, yes, you can get scripts for GHB. What am I talking about? Yes, you can. I do not have one, though. You can get scripts for GHB. Yes. Can I tell the methadone clinic I'm withdrawing from subs? Yeah. Badger's in jail right now? The SFV Badger guy? Really? Damn, that sucks. I'm gonna put money on his books. That's fucking horrible. I didn't know that. I don't even know that guy, but I respect like what he does with YouTube and stuff. That's horrible. Instead of donating to me, we should all put $5 on his books. I'll put 50. Everyone should put 5 on Badger's books. I don't even know him, but I've heard good things about him. Jail sucks. It's cool if a bunch of people send $5 to him. Make him feel good. I'll get his information on there. The marriage story, I ran out of fucking battery, man. I got to record videos earlier in the day. You know? Is Big Herc on roids? Fuck yeah, he is. I don't know if he. I mean, Dude, black dudes just get super. Some of them with their genetics, black guys can get really big. It seems. I mean, so can white guys, but I've seen black dudes like go from like fucking little thin sticks to just huge within like a couple months. Yeah, my phone's gonna die. Plug in my phone. Fuck. All right, all right. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. We'll finish the marriage story, dude. My fucking wife's getting mad though. She's like, "Why are you on there so long?" Hey, honey, 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 honey. I'm still on here. I just gotta tell a story and I'll be done. Yeah.
How long is that gonna take?
30 minutes.
Oh my god, you don't forget it. Why don't you just stay on there all night? Whatever.
No.
Thanks for your help, man. Thank you.
So my wife's mad because I've been on here forever and, you know, I should be helping with the kid. Okay. All right. I'm back. Oh. Story. Karina's pissed, dude. Hey, she just sent a text. Literally a text just came through that says, "I'm pissed." Oh my god. No, am I? Yeah, I know. I'm trying to. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm not logging out. Oh my god. I know. Okay, so she's pretty much telling me I gotta go. And I mean, you guys have waited for a story. I really should just tell one. But she's pissed. You pay more attention to your gay fans than to your own son. Sleep downstairs tonight. But there's like heart emoji cons with her name, so it looks like a loving text, but she's mad as fuck. Damn, man. What do I do? I gotta choose between you guys or my family. Someone just texted me and said, "Tell the story." Me or family, or trying to get donations on YouTube Live. I gotta go with my family. I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
What have you been doing for 3 hours?
Oh, she's
Why
mad.
do you tell a story?
Because that's what I'm doing. So now she's mad. Good night, guys. I'm getting off. I gotta go help her.
Yeah, you have a son to fucking take care of.
All right, I gotta go. I'm getting yelled at. Bye.